Nigel Farage is due to speak at a press conference as well at 7 p.m. But to hear from the word of the Brexit Party themselves, we're joined now by Dr. David Bull. David, so can you tell us you haven't decided to stand down in those marginal Labour seats?
Well, a very good afternoon to you. Look, we were very clear from the outset that what we want is a clean break Brexit. And as you know, we stood down our candidates, 317 people who've worked really, really hard. And we took a very difficult decision to stand those candidates down in seats that the Tories held. And then we waited for some sort of reciprocation. We waited for the Conservative Party to stand down their candidates, particularly in strong Labour Leave seats, because we think a Leave alliance would be a brilliant idea. And I can tell you from my own position, so I was lined up as the prospective parliamentary candidate for Sedgefield. I sat on my papers, and I sat on my papers, and now my papers have gone in.
So no, you will be running?
We are running, and we are going to fight the Conservatives, and we will win in those Labour Leave heartlands, the heartlands that the Conservative government has simply ignored.
So that is the breaking news, the Brexit Party confirming that they will stand in Labour marginals. Now, what about people, Dr. David Bull, that say to you, you know what, with this decision, you may have just handed Jeremy Corbyn the chance of becoming Prime Minister?
Well, look, I mean, I went into politics because I was so angry about the state of the nation. The fact is that people voted. We had the largest ever democratic vote. 17.4 million people voted to leave. And 3.5 years later, we still haven't left. Now, I became a member of the European Parliament, and I am now standing as a member of Parliament in this general election. Now, the thing is that what we're worried about is that Boris Johnson's deal is 95% the same as Theresa May's deal. Now, I have to say he has given two notable concessions, and I think that's because of the pressure that we've put on. So firstly, he has said the transition period will not extend past December of next year, which is really, really helpful and welcome. And secondly, he has also said he now wants to seek a Canada-style FTA, a free trade agreement. Now, these are really good things. However, the point is, what we're nervous about is, and I asked, I was with Nigel this morning, and we asked the audience, do you actually believe Boris's word? And the simple answer to that is no one believes him. He's the man who would be dead in a ditch. He promised that he would not annex Northern Ireland. And what has he done? He has put a border in the Irish Sea and annexed Northern Ireland. He said that actually there would be no checks. It would be a seamless transition for Northern Ireland and the rest of the United Kingdom. Well, now it appears there are going to be customs checks. So our job is to hold Boris's feet to the fire. Isn't this a
complicated message, though? Because what are you saying to Brexit Party supporters who live in a constituency where there is a Tory MP and you won't be standing? What's your message then? Vote for the Tories? If you don't believe that they're actually going to deliver Brexit?
Well, Nigel has been really clear about this. We are putting country before party. So by standing down our candidates, you then have to make the choice about whether you are, and we said this right from the beginning, which is this is no longer about left and right. This is about right and wrong. So how do you stand? If you are if you believe in leaving and there is no Brexit Party candidate, you will have to vote for the Conservatives. But where we're taking our fight is into these Labour heartlands, because the Conservatives cannot win these seats. These are families that have got traditions and generations of never, ever voting anything other than Labour. They abhor the idea of voting for Jeremy Corbyn. They could well vote for us, but they will not vote for the Conservatives.
OK, but just to clarify finally, David Bull, what if this decision delivers or is unable to deliver a majority government to the Tories, or potentially delivers a minority government to Jeremy Corbyn? Won't the Brexit Party now be blamed for the failure to deliver Brexit?
Well, that would be laughable, because without us, we would not be in this position. We got rid of Theresa May and her terrible deal. We are the ones that have kept Boris Johnson to account. So the fact is, we are trying to do everything we can to get Brexit, but it has to be a true Brexit. And what we're worried about is Brexit will be Brexit in name only, and Boris will use it to say he's delivered something that he simply hasn't done.
That is Dr. David Bull from the Brexit Party.